Guys, I've got the very definition of a snack here at the snack bar today, and while Rob isn't here, this was tried in large part because of Rob, as weird as that may sound. I don't remember if this was on air or not. I think it was, but Rob and I tried something, and Rob recommended that I check out Flips. Flips are these crackers in a box that one side is a pretzel, the other side is your more Ritz like cracker. I don't remember if it was Ritz branded or not. I gave it a try. I actually thought they were pretty good, but I didn't really have a use for them, so I haven't had any real reason to go back. While walking the aisles at the store, I decided I need to start looking top shelf and bottom shelf a bit more often because some of the smaller, lesser known things go there, while the more popular things tend to go in the middle. It's classic merchandise location marketing. So I do that, and what do you know? I find something. This brand is called Pretzelized Snacks, and what they are is they are crackers inside a pretzel shell. And there were a few. I tried two of them. I tried the pretzel crackers cheddar and the pretzel crackers honey mustard. These are pretty good and yet not the same as Flips. I don't think you're going to confuse one for the other here. If anything, I would say that this would be great, sort of great football game watching, basketball game watching snack food. When you got friends over, you take out one of those plastic bowls, you just pour them into there, and go for it. I don't really know what more to say about it, which is kind of strange. It is exactly what is advertised, and you're getting really the best of both worlds here. These are smaller than Flips, which is something important. If you are aware of Flips and you've tried them, you go, ooh, you can dip these, you can sort of cheese and salami them or what have you. You can't quite do that with these. These seem smaller. I think there's no way avoiding the finger and the dip problem if you're going to go that route. But they absolutely do stand on their own. And you get the pretzel bread flavor plus the salt with sort of this crunch factor that goes from one type to another when you go from the pretzel to the cracker layer. And I was just, I was reasonably impressed. I felt like looking at them, I thought, oh no, it's a Cheez-It. I don't like Cheez-Its. But biting into them, it's nothing like that. And I think this would be, again, great for having some party bowls of different snack foods. Go ahead, dumping those in there. I think people will definitely be eating them. So I guess I give this a thumbs up. I don't really know how else to put it. It was just an interesting combination. And at the moment, by the brand name, it seems like this is what these guys do. And I'm probably going to keep an eye out to see if they do it to anything else. I don't know what else you're going to pretzelize, but you know what? That's their job, not mine. Let's see what kind of job was done on this next game. Bud, suds, and does, but of the singular variety. Hello, it's Brian, and it's Friday. For those of you who are watching when this comes out, or, watching on a future Friday, those are all possibilities. This is Foretales, and this was actually meant to be done previously. I mentioned on one of them that this game was supposed to be next, but it got hit with that weird security situation that hit, I think, Unity Games is what it was. And we were just waiting for this patch to go through. It's gone through. Here we are, Foretales. Let's figure out what kind of game we're getting into. I gotta say, I'm really loving this animal art here they've got at the sides, because there's something distinctive about it, while at the same time it's got the details that make me think of... They make me think of Disney characters because there is so much character just by looking at them. But at the same time, they don't look like Disney characters. Or at least how Disney characters used to look like before everything was CGI. So, that's promising. I do want to start a new game. I would also like to know what kind of game. Oh, is it another deck game? Okay. I feel like I've had a lot of those lately. Yeah, okay, see, like this guy's totally Disney in the face. I don't know why. Anyway, a mysterious patron. Volpain needs money to help his father and the local miners. His friend Leo says there's someone in town with a very lucrative job offer. Welcome to Foretales, an adventure game where you progress by combining cards and exploring decks. Combining cards. This is it. Oh, these guys are talking. They're talking to each other. This is it, Volpain. I hope I'm saying that right. Our ticket to the easy life. Is that the tiger over here talking? One last job and our days of stealing apples from the market are behind us. That's what you said the last time, so who is this contact of yours? His name's Timothy. Timothy. He says he has work for people like us, and you're sure he can pay? Because I could really do with the money right now, can't we all? Don't worry, he promised a hefty reward. Should be more than enough to help your father and the miners with their strike. And for me to take an early retirement. He's just a little difficult to track down in town sometimes. We'd better ask around then.
It looks like a good place to start.
Oh. I did hear voices just then, right? Because I didn't hear voices before that. Did I just talk over the voice acting the whole time? My bad. But I didn't hear anything for this one. We'll keep going. Good day to you, young bird. How can I be of assistance? We're looking for someone by the name of Timothy. I see. A very secretive fellow is he. I think I heard something about him the other day, but sadly my memory isn't what it once was. Right, and what might jog your memory, I wonder? A bite to eat usually does the trick. About 5 combinations of food and drink should be sufficient. 5 buds and suds and duds should be sufficient. 5 BSDs, that's enough to last a few days. In our case, over a month. Ignore my friend here. We'll come back with some food for you. Alright, we already have 1 food. I'm assuming this is food. Or fruit, maybe it's more specific. It looks like all fruits. Oops, all fruits. Alright, we already have 1 fruit. Just 4 to go. A typical region of the game is composed of 3 to 6 location cards placed on the board. I'm guessing that's these. You can learn more about hovering your cursor over a card. Sometimes, clicking on cards will also trigger dialogue or a reaction from your characters. Try it for yourself. Click on the left card with the beggar. He will remind you of what he wants. Wait. What? I don't even think I clicked. I think I just moused over and I saw a thing here. Wait, oh, stuff is highlighting. The beggar. Nothing happens in Eisenberg without the old beggar knowing about it. He's always willing to share his knowledge for a good bite. You spare a morsel of food for an old beggar. I wouldn't call 5 a morsel. This is demanding work for an old man like me. I'd like to see you try it. Yeah, you'll get your food all right. We have 2 types of action cards at our disposal. These cards over here are skill cards of your adventurers. Oh yeah, it's got their faces and colors associated with it. Okay. And consumable cards. Consumable, okay. Targets will often be location cards, but not always. When you hover over one of your cards, the possible targets are highlighted. Yeah, I saw that happen. Along with hints as to what will happen if you play there. So pay attention to what is highlighted and where the hints appear. Conversely, if you place your cursor over elements of the board, it will highlight the action cards you can play there. Oh, so that's what was happening before. So wait, what would give me the hint? These things? Take a moment to explore your current cards and see if you can figure out a way to find enough food to proceed. Okay. So, yeah, I see a couple of these. Okay, so we've got the marketplace. The sights, sounds, and smells of city life intermingle in this bustling hub of commerce, a great place to trade goods. An apple merchant, don't be fooled by his jolly banter. He's as much a gossip as he is a merchant. Okay. My question right off the bat is, I'm trying to understand this setup here because originally I thought they were called location cards, but 2 of these are people, not locations. And so is it just this one? It said 3 to 6 though. There's 3 to 6 of these, but they pointed these out as, oh, I didn't expect little things up there. Okay, that must be the hints they were talking about. So either we have 2 places we can get food from, or 1 place of which there's this person of interest. So we've got money. It makes kings of men, buys forgiveness for lost souls, and can even start a war or 2. It can also be used to buy apples. Oh, well. So, okay, with the things that popped up, it looks like I can spend 1 money and get 2 food at the market, and 2 money to get 2 food from the apple merchant. I don't know what the paw prints mean. This is food. Staying alive is not a complicated business. Eat, drink, sleep, and repeat. The tricky part is finding vital resources in a world where everyone is struggling to get by. I'm noticing... Okay, I think I noticed something. Yeah, okay, so the food for the beggar is showing -5. Makes sense, he wants 5. It looks like you can spend food to do something with the apple merchant and with the marketplace, though. If I had 2 of them. I don't, which is why it's showing those colors in red, because over here, I've got the amounts shown there, and they're blue. Still negative because it's going to use up that resource. But that's interesting that I could theoretically spend food at those places. This is fame. A good deed can open many doors. Having the respect of the community is always a good way to achieve your goals. Can't use it at the marketplace, but I could use it on the merchant. I could get the remaining 4 pieces of food, spending 1 of these and 1 of these. Keep that in mind. Grim. Theft, murder, violence, and general lawlessness. A reputation like that guarantees respect among outlaws and makes law-abiding citizens to quake in their boots. So it looks like I can threaten... Well, I would if I had enough grim to threaten some food out of this guy. Okay, so let me actually look at my guys here. So this is what I think is Volpain. Remaining skill cards of the adventurer when out of combat, you can trade any of the character's skill cards in hand against 1 of those. What? So I say I've got 3 with him and then 3 with him. Okay. Wait, isn't he a tiger? Why is he called Leo? Alright, so these can be used as well. Whoop. Volpain's got nimble hands. When you're born with nothing, you have to steal what you can to survive. If you're lucky, you'll survive long enough to get pretty good at it. So this would allow me to avoid spending resources and gaining food. In fact, in the case of the apple merchant, more food than I would paying for it. Eavesdrop. You can learn a lot when you take the time to stop and listen. Now, what's interesting is I'm looking at nimble hands. I think that second icon is it gains me perhaps 1 card of some sort. This one does something with a castle. Eavesdrops looks like it gives money or an item of some sort. Solidarity of the weak. The poor, the weak, and the needy must stick together to survive. Volpain can inspire compassion to attract potential allies. Oh, interesting. That works on the Apple Merchant too. Alright, so now we go on to Leo, Rallying Cry, an inspiring call to arms that draws out potential allies in the area. Oh, it looks like that could gain me 1 fame. I don't know what the little recycle icon means, though. On the scent, years in the wilderness have made Leo an outstanding tracker with a flair sniffing out food in places of interest. And another Rallying Cry. Okay. Huh. Okay. So 7 out of 7 to 8 out of 8. I don't know. See, that's weird, because this says 7 out of 7, here's a 7. This says 8 out of 8, but that sure looks like a 9 to me. And then you've got the 10 and 12 maxes down here. So yeah, there's plenty I don't know yet. And then there's this stuff on the side. Oh, is this a quest log thing? Okay. Who is this? Rest deck. Rest cards can be used to recover some skill cards for your adventurers. Even if you can see all rest cards for the region, you can only use the top card of the deck. Don't dawdle too much because the last rest card is always a synonym of game over. Okay. Exploration deck. It contains the locations, encounters, and quest cards that compose the current region. When you resolve a card, the top one in the exploration deck is drawn and replaces it on the board. When a non-quest card is used on the board, it returns to the bottom of this deck. I think maybe that ties into the symbol that we were talking about over here. What do the paw prints mean? I don't know what those paw prints mean. So here's what we're going to do. Where's that Rallying Cry? Or no, that was Nimble Hands. Don't know that I want to steal just yet. I know it says we're thieves, but at the same time, I swear that we were just talking about we didn't want to be. So let's do that. Move to next location. Poor friend here, take this. Oh, look at that.
Kind of you, I must say.
Okay, so sometimes it does have voices. One very important rule to remember, you can only play 1 card per location card on the board. Sometimes it will transfer the target card into another, but most of the time it will just consume it and travel to the next. Is one better than the other? A standard used card from the board will go back to the bottom of the exploration deck. Once a slot is available, it will automatically be filled with the top card from the exploration deck. You can't run out of location cards to explore because the deck always cycles. Okay. A couple things just happened over here. What is this? Discard pile. You can recover one, but you have to trade in a skill card to bring this one back, and it also costs food. Alright, we're gonna go legal here.
Maybe just dust the dirt off that one.
Okay. Okay, we got enough food. Let's see what this guy knows. Oh, stuff is happening. Oh yeah, I didn't look at these new... What the hell is that? I keep seeing these eye symbols. I don't know what that means, though. We have the poor district for all the poors. The population here are in dire need of help, but can also offer assistance if they're asked nicely enough. Okay. This is an old well. A good place to refresh oneself or make a quick wish. Now, just highlighting it without highlighting anything specific here, it looks like it's showing a food thing, but when I click it, nothing's happening. So let's just give food to this guy. Oh, okay. It explains while you're hovering over. Consumes 5 food. It has a story effect and allows to move to the next location. Yeah, so we're looking for Timothy. Follow this path.
That should show the way. Very kind of you, I must say.
Huh. I didn't expect to see a map. Sometimes you have to seek directions to progress in the story and reach new destinations. Check the descriptions on your cards.
I don't know what you did to wind them up, but they look mad.
Oh, what? A hostile token is blocking this card. You won't be able to play any cards on this suspicious street until you get rid of those bandits. If you click on the token, you can see the creatures forming the group and decide whether to engage or not. Most confrontations start with a negotiation phase. If you have the correct resources, you might be able to discard this threat without any violence. But if you don't absolutely need to play a card here, you may as well avoid any conflict and play on the other cards available. So there's a suspicious street. A gold coin lies conspicuously on the pavement. The trap is obvious, but what do they say? Sic parvis magna? No thank you, I already ate. Bandit token. A group of aggressive outlaws. In order to play on the card they keep, you have to get rid of them. So here are the enemies watching this location. A brawler. She prefers to let her fists do the talking. They don't have many nice things to say. A street thug. Would steal from his own grandmother if she weren't as poor as a church mouse. And henchman. He didn't get where he is today by thinking for himself. Good at following orders, though. I don't know what some of these numbers mean. We are not engaging just yet. What is this? Oh, interesting. I need the marketplace to come back up to do this. Which is interesting because this is not... Oh, it tells you they want 1 money. Huh. Well, you know what? First things first. Leo's mighty roar drew a crowd of curious townsfolk. Now we got another on the scent. Interesting. Oh, interesting. There's some interesting elements here. I'm going to give food for more fame.
Well, you know what they say. Share and share alike.
What is this place? A noisy tavern. My fame's not going to get me anywhere at the moment, though. We're going to steal. Add 1 creature to the search party. What does that mean?
I'll take that to go, please.
Oi, someone just stole my lunch. Oh no. What did I do?
Certainly didn't make you any friends.
No, I guess not.
You better have a warrant.
What is happening? There's the marketplace we need for this. So it's just a different guard token, but this is just 1 hungry guard by himself. More likely to be on snack break than on duty. We're going to try and be some good guys here, I think. Can I give him food? I can't give him food? Oh, I have to... engage? Maybe I do? Oh, maybe this isn't what I meant to do.
Can be bought.
You started your first confrontation, but maybe there's no... Okay, there's still a chance. Okay. When you hover the cards at your disposal, you may discover ways to get rid of some of your opponents. If you get rid of enough opponents, you'll bring the morale of the group down to 0 and the rest will flee. If you use an aggressive card, the confrontation will automatically turn into a fight. But if you don't have any cards to play, or you don't want to play any cards, on the auto battle, click on the auto battle token to trigger the fight manually. Is that this thing? Yeah. Oh, that's what the level stuff is for. Which one's the level, though? The top one or the bottom one? I'm guessing this is some... I'm guessing the bottom number is HP. Then the little sword icons and with the little orange splash are probably our attack values. So levels must be the ones in the upper left. However, it is curious to notice that our guys don't have levels. These numbers are going down. I think these are how many of their cards are in the deck. Okay. So I thought he just wanted food. So it has to reach 0 to flee. Okay. Oh, it just told, yeah, upper left is the thing.
Passed with flying colors.
A heavily bandaged figure stood alone in the alleyway. He looked like he was waiting for someone. And you brought a crow. I'm a shoe bill. Oh. So I can do nimble hands. Let's do wait, was that not one of them? Oh, nimble hands is the only one I can do. So if I didn't have anything, I would have had to do something in these two other locations until maybe I have something to deal with this. This is a very interesting take on a card game. The little whistle sounds are kind of interesting too. Okay, so yeah, that's our skill card number. And tire them out. You can use rest cards on the right-hand side of the board. Each has its own set of effects and sometimes a price that you can decide to pay or not. Huh. I don't think I want to yet. If that's gonna refill my stuff. Yeah, what are all these bandits doing? Because one question I have is how many of these are there? Because this is the thing that also said you reach a game over. So let's see the kind of things we can do in the poor district. We can just flip the location, and rally and get some fame, get some grim. But now I know the two cars with an eye thing is kind of not great. What is it when it's just walk only? Ah, okay. Yep, that makes sense. This is very neat. I'm kind of into this. Yeah, I know. So we're back to the apple merchant. We can talk about our fame and get some stuff. I can definitely steal. You know what? Let's pay the man.
Something to keep you going, hmm?
See, I still don't quite understand what that means. Oh, we can sell food to get money there. Okay, that's interesting too. We're going to have to fight at some point, so I might as well. Yep.
Form an orderly queue, folks.
Oh, wait. So what is this? Search party. Creatures in this deck will be called on the board by some locations during exploration or as reinforcements by some enemies during combats. Oh. Constable. Interesting. So what do we have here? We have a suspicious street for both of them. Let's engage these guys.
Maybe there's a way out of this without violence.
Yeah, maybe. The brawler seems to be the problematic one. What will this do? Oh, I just stole money from them? It's not what I thought was going to happen. Oh, wait. Wait, it's going to take all four? Hey, psst. Here you go.
Very sensible of you.
Oh, interesting. So it would have been better to try and get rid of her instead if I needed fame. Oh, this is a different card. Aimed shot. Why can he aim a shot at the old well? I don't understand. Why is this negative colored now? Can I not do that again? No, I did get it. I'm not sure what that was about. Throw pepper in their face. Okay, so let's finally rest like they had recommended we do. Okay, these are the rest cards left in this region. You can roll over all cards to discover their effects, but you can only use the top card. Okay, clever. So by paying attention to that and keeping it in our head, we'll kind of know what's going to be expected of us to rest the next time. Okay, so the next time... Okay, let's do it in the order we have here. A nice break is an uneventful stop. 3 skill cards get recovered per adventurer. I thought it was going to be a complete refill. It is not. Hunger. Spend 2 food and recover up to 3. Or, you have to do it without the food. You lose 2 health points, but you still recover your cards. And then over here you got Hopeless. That sounds like a game over card.
Feeling rested?
So that's why they tell you what their maxes are. Interesting. Okay. Gotcha. Huh. Okay. Well, you know what? I think that's a great break point here. I feel like we just scratched the surface at the moment, so I would kind of like to do at least one more episode to get a feel for this. So I will see you guys on the next one. All right. Take care.